Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the New Strength Sugar Babes show. And today we have Belle with us. She is from WA. She's married with two stepsons, and she works full time as an office manager for Riviera. We were just talking about the amazing boats, and one day when I'm loaded, she's like, "No, don't buy a boat, Kitty. They're just a money pit, you know. They're just."
Oh God, I hope my bosses aren't watching.
He's like, buy five. No, they are incredible boats. So, but I'll stop crapping on about boats because we're not here to talk about boats. We're here to talk about you. And so, Belle, tell the viewers, why did you join the program? So what were the issues that you were having prior and how are they affecting your life?
Okay, so I was a serial yo-yo dieter all my life.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
42, okay, sorry.
Yeah. So from the age of about 15, I remember being on my first diet. So what's that, like 27 years of dieting? And I've been everything from 55 kilos up to 82 kilos, and I'm only 5'2", so that's pretty huge. And I just always had this feeling of guilt and failure because why couldn't I get anything to stick? And it was just this ongoing cycle, and I had major body image issues and self-image, and and I remember feeling like I was big even when I was really little, like 5. I always felt like I was bigger, but of course I've looked at photos now and I was just normal, so I don't know where that came from. But that's how I felt, and I've probably tried literally every diet under the sun. I was talking to Mel the other day, and she's like, well, maybe the better question is, what haven't you done? So, yeah, that was a bit funny. But, yeah, I guess I was sick of being on that yo-yo roller coaster, and I just wanted to get off. I just wanted to feel free and more in control. I love food, have always been obsessed with food, and I used to binge eat and emotional eat. That was my jam. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to get that under control. Other issues I had, like constipation for as long as I can remember. But I just thought that was normal. My mum kind of had the same thing. So I thought, oh, well, it's hereditary maybe. That's just the way that life is. And yeah, I guess why I wanted to join was you just started popping up in my feed suddenly. I think I'd just turned 40, and I'd had great success with low-carb keto in the lead up to my wedding and my 40th birthday, and I thought, oh, this is the ants pants. I finally found it. I'm in it for the long game. And then I remember going home for my wedding, and my hairdresser said to me, oh, what's happened to your hair? Like, your hair texture is really strange. And I knew it wasn't a compliment, and I just thought, whatever, like, look how much weight I've lost kind of thing. I'm feeling proud. I think I'd lost almost 20 kilos. So I just carried on doing keto, and then all of a sudden it just wasn't working for me. But even then, like when you started popping up in my newsfeed, I got your little 28-day free thing. But to be honest with you, it was more to get just the training guide. I thought, oh, maybe I need to just up my training and learn to lift weights or something. And I did the 28 days, but I did not follow the nutrition at all. I saw chocolate milk and orange juice and potatoes, and I was like, I don't think so. And so I did the training, and then of course the 28 days went by, and I sort of just was doing my own thing. And then about a year later, you started popping up in my emails and my newsfeed and everywhere. And I'm like, it was at a point in my life where I was pretty lost and kind of broken, and I just knew that I needed to do something for me and focus on me. So that's when I just thought, okay, the universe is trying to tell me something. They're sending me this strange woman on about orange juice, and I guess with an open heart and an open mind, I booked a call and I joined up the next week.
Wow, what an amazing story. I'm sure so many women can relate to that. would go through. It's so interesting what you said there. You were like, yes, I've finally, when you were doing the keto, I finally found the one. And that's what would always think too. I was always looking for that diet that I could stay skinny and that I could stick to. But then eventually I would always feel fucked and, like fall off the wagon and just end up binging. And I was a chronic binger too. And you just felt guilty.
Oh, so guilty and like a failure.
Yeah, like, why the fuck can't I stick to this? Why can those fitness models stick to this? But secretly, they'd probably be binge eating.
Yeah.
They just don't tell anyone.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think they set you up for failure so that you have to keep going back or I don't know.
You know what? I think they actually truly believe that that's the right way because I used to believe that too, like low carb, no sugar. I was, like, adamant that that was what you did and that's what you had to do to be healthy. Thank God I found
it's such a head fuck. Like, there's just this is what you should do, this is what you should do, and it's so confusing and overwhelming.
Totally. And did you suffer from any other issues, like any issues with your cycle or hormonal issues or sleep issues or anything like that?
So I didn't realise that I did until I sort of started doing this program and became more in tune with my body and started listening. But like I said, I had constipation. I had really painful period. Like when I was in high school, I'd take 3 days off with excruciating cramping, but I just thought that was normal. I didn't think that you could change that. What else? I was a bit of a binge drinker. I've given up booze now. I think my last drink was on Christmas Day, and that was just one crappy glass of champagne.
Well done.
Yeah. Sleeping, that wasn't, I could never fall asleep. Don't have an issue with that now. Bit of gas and bloating, but again, I just thought that was normal. Nothing major. It was just really that mindset mostly for me, and that's what's changed for me. I don't feel like I just feel more in control. I feel more free, and I'm not after that quick fix anymore, like, I need to lose X amount of kilos but for this special event coming up. I know I'm in it for the long run. It's sustainable and it's enjoyable. And I eat more food than I ever have and more often, and I eat chocolate fudge every day. Like, what's not to love about that?
Yay. I know, right? And ice cream. Oh, I made this new cheesecake ice cream last
night. I saw that.
You got to get on it. It is. I was seeing Craig's like, would you shut up about this fucking ice cream? Like, I kept saying, I'm like, I can't believe how good this ice cream is. I really fucking nailed this. This is like, I'm just sitting like,
make it though. I made that bounty slice that Mel put up, and I couldn't stop it.
It's good.
It's really good. It's
good.
Yeah.
And it was so easy.
You know what I did on the weekend?
What did you do?
I put the skim condensed milk in the slow cooker and made the caramel.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah. Yes.
Fuck, I'll have to try it.
Yeah. 8 hours on low in the slow cooker. You've got to cover the tin. You don't open the tin or anything in underwater. Yeah. Really
and it turns out like just caramel. Like, okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, like the top and fill. Yeah.
I'm totally getting on that. I'm having next.
Because it's.
Sorry, go.
It's the skim condensed milk that I usually have. So the top and fill isn't skim. So it's like I can fit a bit more in.
Yeah.
I have a sweet tooth.
That's so funny. Don't we all? I just love sugar. Okay, great. All right. So now can you just talk about all the results you've seen? How long have you been in the program now?
Since November. So what's that, about 8 months?
8 months. Okay, cool. So let's talk about all the different results you've seen since being in the program.
Okay. So food no longer controls me. I've given up the booze. I don't binge eat. I don't have cravings. I don't even emotional eat anymore. I have a pain-free period, and I poop every day, sometimes more than once a day, which is just like, I told my sister that, and she's like, you're kidding. That's so good. And obviously, I've lost almost 7 kilos, I think, and I was having a look at my check-in this morning. It was about 47 centimetres, I think. I sleep better. I go to sleep straight away. But it's more so for me that just I feel so much better. I don't focus on food. I'm not obsessed about it anymore. Like, I would have ice cream or something in the house, and I would hone in on it literally until I just caved and ate the whole thing. So I don't have that anymore. Even when the boys have, you know, stuff in the house that I like, it just doesn't even faze me anymore. It's so weird. Like, I've been like that all my life. So that's really cool.
That's so amazing. And how much are you eating every day now?
1,915 calories. And sometimes, when I first started, I struggled eating all the food. But now, yeah, it's really good. I eat 6 meals a day now, which I've never done. And I just find I'm satisfied.
Isn't that great?
And I don't have that, like, I used to eat to feel full and I would feel sick and bloated and just awful, and I never have that feeling anymore.
It's amazing. It's so good, isn't it? Isn't it amazing too? Like, you're just training 3 days a week, eating 1,950 calories and losing weight. Like,
yeah, it blows my mind.
it's crazy, eh? It's just that consistency. It really is. It really does work. You know, that eating regularly, balancing your blood sugar, getting enough calories in. How are you finding doing the training online?
So it never occurred to me that online would be an issue. I guess just the way of the world now, isn't it? It's the way things are. And given everything that's transpired this year with COVID, like, you couldn't ask for a more perfect program. And I'm very grateful to have a home gym. So I love it. I love the weekly check-in, and then I love sending my videos in and getting back that expert advice and constructive criticism. And I truly believe it's how I've been able to remain consistent and make improvements every week. And I really love that element of accountability as well. That really works for me. But also, like, it works for anyone. I'm the type of person that I just need to be shown and then I'll just get the job done. But if you're not like that and you need a bit of hand holding, then there's so much support there. Like, it's ridiculous. And not just from the coaches, but from the whole community. Everyone's there to help and cheer you on. It's a really beautiful thing.
It is an amazing community. It is. It's I've never, like, there's no bitches, and everyone's really invested in seeing each other succeed and, you know, like, give you a kick up the butt when you need it. A nice kick up the butt, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no competitiveness either. Like, I used to be one of those people that would be comparing myself with the other woman, and why aren't I there? Why aren't I lifting that much? Or why haven't I lost that much weight? But it's not like that at all. So that's really cool. And I like that I'm not like that within that community.
Yeah, I think it's really, like, it's just about supporting everyone and celebrating their success, but just focusing on you and showing up every day and just being a bit better than you were yesterday, rather than going, oh, there's someone out there there's always going to be someone out there that's fucking lifts more than you, that's leaner than you, that's, you know, ahead of you. But it's like, you've just got to focus on yourself, I think, and show up every day and be better. But you've done really, Mel just loves you.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. Yeah, I've been on a real journey since starting in November, and without getting all woo-woo, it really has been a mind, body, soul thing for me. Like, the mind thing was always big for me. And initially I started to lose weight. That's what I started for, but it became so much more than that. And yeah, I'm just really grateful because it's flowed on to other parts of my life as well. And, you know, I feel like I've squared this away, and then I can move on and do bigger and better things. And it's probably at the ripe old age of 42, I have started to love myself, and that's a really cool thing.
Oh, that's so amazing. I think you just, like, you just sum that up so beautifully, because it's so true. And I think that's why I get so excited about this, because you nailed it. It's not, number one is like loving your body and sleeping well and feeling good, and no longer like having that mindset about food where all you think about is food and you hate yourself. Because once you fix all of that, not that people need fixing, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, what can I do now? Like, what can I do? Like, I'm going to go out there and chase my fucking dreams. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true.
No, I know. I was thinking the other day, like, I used to scoff at that whole saying, my body is a temple. But it's kind of become my mantra. I think she's got me this far in life, treating her the way that I treated her. Imagine what I can do now that I'm treating her better. And I truly, I do believe that. So it's a nice
100%.
feeling.
100%. Because you just feel balanced too. You're like, I can really do anything now. Like, you just know. And I think too, when you prove to yourself that, like, this program, even for me, like, just the strength training, showing up every day and being a little bit better and becoming better at the skill. And you don't always win at it. You know, sometimes you don't hit the numbers, you have shit days in the gym, your technique isn't good. Like, but it really teaches you to persist and master the craft and continue. And I think for me, that's really helped me in life, because it's like, if you can apply the principles of this to life, you'll go far, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. And lifting weights was nothing I'd ever done before. So, that's been a really empowering. I mean, I'm not lifting huge weights yet, but I'm feeling stronger, and I just feel really empowered.
Yeah, I love it too. I just love it. I was looking at my training program for tomorrow, because I've got this new program. I've been doing it for a week, and I just love squatting. And I was looking at tomorrow. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, it's squat day tomorrow. I can't wait. Yeah. Crazy, I know. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so when we've been doing the program, and I'm sure, Belle, you had some of these reservations. So one is, women are worried that they don't have the time. You know, they're worried about the time commitment. What would you say to that?
I'd say that's bullshit. And I say that's just an excuse. And I can say that because I've said that many, many times in my life. But I guess at the end of the day, you've just got to be bigger than those excuses. And if you really want change, you need to make change. Oh, that just made me... I've got this book that I read every day. Sorry, tangent.
Go.
Daily Mantra.
Oh, nice.
What's it called? Daily Mantras to Ignite Your Purpose. And I was just having a quick read of today's, and it's very apt. It says the 3 C's in life: choice, chance, and change. You must make the choice to take the chance to see the change.
I love that. You should totally share that book in the group.
I think I have shared one of the pages before. But yeah, I guess you just, as far as time goes, if you want it bad enough, you'll make time. It might be a little bit tough at the beginning when you're sort of learning all these new things, but they become habits, and really great habits that, like we said, flow into other aspects of your life. So I guess you've just got to make that commitment to your health and to yourself, and just get organised as well. What's the 5 Ps? Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. I had to think about that one. So if you want it bad enough, you'll make time.
True. And the reward is so great. You know, it really, truly is, if you can just do it and, like, get out of your own way, I think, and take ownership. It really, totally. Your head will fuck you every time, before anything else, I think. So true. Okay. And number 2 is, and you sort of covered this a little bit already, but women are worried about doing this program online. I'm not going to get support. I'm not going to be able to learn how to lift. It's going to be, I'm not going to be able to do the tech side of things. How have you found all of that?
Yeah, easy. Really, it's actually a perfect program for me. Like I said, I just need to be sort of shown the way, and then I'm happy to go along by myself. But if you're not that way inclined, then there's plenty of support. From the coaches, from the community, from the big sisters. It's all at your fingertips, quite literally. And the other thing, not necessarily the online side of things, but the fact that I've got a home gym, and a lot of the ladies do. Like, I was one of those girls that was just really intimidated to walk into the big boy gym for a few reasons. One, I had no idea what I was doing. I did have my husband at one point sort of showing me some things, but we'd go off on our own. We wouldn't stick together. And I felt a lot of pressure from the guys just, hurrying my workout. So 1, I wouldn't be noticed, and 2, I wouldn't hold anyone else's time up. Like, there was a time when a big burly guy was just literally standing at my machine while I did my workout, and it was the worst feeling. I love the fact that I can work from home, and the online thing is just brilliant. I think it's the way the world will go, especially with this COVID business.
Awesome. And finally, money. Has it been worth the investment?
Oh God, yeah. I have to admit, it was probably my biggest roadblock at the beginning, just because of my situation at the time. I just wasn't sure what my immediate future was going to hold for me. So, but I guess people have different priorities when it comes to where they want to spend their money. But like I said before, you've just got to make an investment in yourself and make yourself a priority. And I guess I just decided that I needed to do this for me, regardless of what it cost, just make an investment in my health. And I knew that it was going to be a game changer. And I also realised that I probably would have wasted that money on booze and junk food anyway. So why not put it to good use and do something that's healthy?
It's so
and
true.
Like I'd never done before.
Yeah. I think back too about like before I ate this way, like I just used to waste a lot of money on food, like just dumb food that I, like, first of all, the shitty health food that I'd buy that I'd think, oh, I'm going to make this weird and wonderful thing, or all these green veggies, and then I'd just end up throwing them away. Two, I'd get takeaway at least once a week, at least. And then alcohol. So I would have been spending more, I think. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. And I'm pretty, I'm like you, Monday to Friday I'll eat the identical thing, and that just works for me. And then the weekend I'll step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and like on the weekend I made the casein pizza.
Do you think it's good? Really good? Pretty good for...
So good, yeah. I did your version with the rice flour. And
what'd you think?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was
I think
nice
it just crisps it up a little bit, I think, makes it, otherwise it's a bit chewy. I think adding the rice flour... Yeah, it's good with the half. I reckon I've nailed it now. Yeah.
Who would have thought? Fudge and pizza.
Oh, I know. It is amazing. And we go out for dinner, and sometimes, like, not heaps, and often I think, oh man, half the time the stuff that I cook at home is better anyway. Like, nicer. Yeah,
and at least you know what's going in it.
It's not going to be any shit in it. Yeah. Awesome. Well, and finally, if a woman was sitting on the fence about joining, what would you say to her?
Like I was for a year or so. I would say, what have you got to lose? Honestly, if you're looking for something that is literally life-changing and in every possible way, like I said before, mind, body and soul, then this really is a program for you. I understand that everyone is on their own journey, and you really have to be ready and willing to commit. But when you are, we'll be there waiting, ready to cheer you on, and you will be so happy that you made that decision, honestly.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank you so much for taking your time out of your busy day and coming on the show. And, I hope you'll inspire some women to take action and, get off the stupid diet, yo-yo diet, low carb and keto, because, it's just, life is so much better with sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think that could be your tagline.
Yeah, life is better with sugar. Totally. Yeah. I love it. Oh, well, thanks so much, Belle. And, if you're a woman and you're sitting on the fence, jump on our website and have a look. We've got loads of free resources. You can join the Win It Live program. We've got our Break Free Basics program. We've got so many things that you can do just to take that first step in breaking free. So thanks again. And I'll chat to you in the program. Okay.
See ya.